Hey guys, welcome back to eVivid Artistry. My name is Emily Artith, and today we're just doing a voiceover because my fiance is currently sleeping, so I didn't want to disturb him. So I'm all bundled up in my purple robe, just getting ready for work, and we're doing more of a kind of natural, glam, professional look today. So I'm already moisturized, and I went ahead and I put on the Benefit Professionals primer, and I'm using my favorite pomade, the Kat Von D pomade in light brown. And I'm just going ahead and applying that really quick onto my eyebrows. So I'm just going ahead and cutting my eyebrows just to make sure that they are nice and sharp. I'm now just priming my eyelids for the shadow and then setting it with that Kat Von D translucent powder. I dusted that away, and now we're going to be using the Jaclyn Hill Palette. It's really dirty. I use it in my kit all the time for weddings and events because the colors are amazing. I'm going to be mixing those two light browns to get my transition shade. I'm now just buffing that in with windshield wiper motions and circular motions just to really make sure it is nice and blended. So I'm now taking that brownish, yellowish shade, and I believe Jaclyn Hill said that it was like a puke brown, like a baby puke brown. It's honestly the weirdest color, but the look is amazing. The overall effect and adding more colors on top of it and having it just peek out is so pretty. Now we're going in with that kind of reddish brownish shade just to add a little bit more warmth, and I'm just leaving that mostly on the outer corner and then bringing it in maybe to about the center of my crease. This way it kind of gives me more of a cat eye effect and makes it look a little bit more smoky. And I'm just using the same blending brush for everything. I don't have time to be switching through brushes whenever I'm getting ready for work, so I just kind of stick with one brush. So now I'm going in with this really deep brown, very little of it, because a little goes a long way with this color, you guys. So I just put a little bit on the outer corner, just swiping just like that. That way it really kind of deepens that outer corner, makes it look more smoky, professional, and it makes my eyes look bigger, which is a plus. I'm now going in with that kind of goldy champagne off-white color. I first used this little brush, but then I realized it wasn't packing on as much as I wanted, so I used a finger for it, and it looked so much better. So I'm now taking that big blending brush again with no product on it, and I'm just buffing that. Now I'm taking my Jouer Ultra Foil palette. This one is amazing. I'm obsessed with it, and I'm going to be taking this taupe shade, and I'm going to be placing that on the lid as well. And as you can see, it just gives the lid a beautiful sheen and glow without using any chunky glitter. So I'm just taking that brush again and I'm blending around. I then picked up the darkest shade again and I'm now buffing it into the outer corner of my eye. This is the finished look for the eyeshadow. You can leave it at this if you want, or you can even put a brown liner, but I'm gonna go ahead and use the Better Than Sex liner. We're gonna go ahead and do a quick wing. So I just made it nice and long, and then I'm bringing it back down into a triangle motion. This is the reason why I do my eyes first, with a wing or without. But definitely if you are putting a wing on and you don't want to use the tape, you can use this technique where you literally just kind of build up the line and make it as symmetrical as possible on the top, and then if it gets a little chunky like mine did, you literally just take a full coverage concealer and you just clean it up, and as you can see, it's getting nice and sharp. That way it looks professional, it looks effortless, and it's not like you have the rest of your base on and you're messing it up just to clean up a line. I kind of overdid the cleaning up on this line a little bit, but I went back and I thickened the line up again just to make sure that it was symmetrical with the other wing. And you can already see how much cleaner and sharper that is. So I'm going to show you again on the other eye. Alright, so that is the eye look done. So I'm going to go ahead and do my foundation and base, and then when we come back we will be with my bronzer. Here we are. So I'm just kind of putting this haphazardly on my cheeks. I like to squeeze the brush like this to get it nice and sharp and blend the sides of my nose underneath my lip and then my jawline. I'm taking the Milani Luminoso blush and we're just going to press this into the skin. Who remembers this Anastasia Nicole Guerrero palette? I definitely do. And we're going to be using that shade up at the top. That one is honestly one of my favorites. I love the formulation of these highlighters. They're so nice and glowy, and just look at that. It brings life to the face. It's absolutely amazing. And I just kind of found it in a drawer and I was like, oh yeah, I totally remember how amazing this is. So now I'm grabbing my Jeffree Star Skin Frost in Ice Cold. This one I always use as kind of like a topper highlight. I put this on the highest points of the face just so that it can add another dimension of glow and shine. I'm going back in with that Luminoso blush just so I can kind of blend the highlighter and the blush together so it's more seamless. And I'm taking just the bronzer brush, no more bronzer, and I'm just dusting that all over the forehead just to kind of blend. Now I'm going to be using the clear brow gel from Anastasia, trying to get the last bits out of it, and I'm going to be applying that to my brows in an upward motion. I tried to get as much out of it as I could, but then I ended up using another one from Urban Decay called the Brow Setter. So I'm just going to be using a spoolie to do that. So now we're going to do the same thing on the eyelids, but we're going to do it on the lower lash line. Just make sure to keep those darker colors on the outer corner, that way your eyes will look more almond. Alright, so now we're going in with that Milk Mascara just to coat the lashes before I put on the falsies, which will be the Ardell Wispies, which is my personal favorite. I use them all the time. And then I will be applying a lipstick as well, a beautiful nude. So now I'm going to be setting my face with the Smashbox Primer Water, which you can also use as a setting spray, which I love. There you have it, this beautiful, gorgeous, timeless, professional yet glam look. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe and share with all your friends and family. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.